All right, time to listen to some police.
Gang, back with the real. You know what's the deal. 2021 is the year of the law. Authorities been taking down rappers back to back like a charged up 2015 Drizzy. Feds been acting real Thanos-ish lately with Rico being the 5 Stones. From Casanova to YFN Lucci. And now, the ones trapped by the law are 2 of Florida's top rising artists and alleged gang leaders, Glokknine and Hotboii, and authorities ain't playing. You know the task force you see in movies, but this was the real life version. Both are facing the end of their careers if found guilty, and maybe that's why one tried to do the race before turning himself in. They fall came under the special operation, Operation X-Force, and we gon' chop it up and break down the specifics of the Orlando-wide indictment that took down AFNF and 438, along with a smaller gang affiliates. We done vids dealing in depth with the beef between 2 of Florida's most dangerous gangs, Glokknine's AFNF The Army versus Hotboii's 438. I'll attach it in the description so you can check it out because it breaks down their feud in detail. It's been a minute that Glokknine and Hotboii been bumping heads. They beef ain't only resulted in the loss of life from each gang, but the loss of innocence. In September 2020, 14-year-old Dennis Joshua Atkinson was sitting on the porch at his home when a car drove up and opened fire, hitting him and a 15-year-old that was hanging out with him. They were both rushed to the hospital, but sadly, Atkinson ain't make it. Less than 24 hours later, 3-year-old Daquan James Felix Jr. lost his life when bullets from a drive-by shooting in the 4400 block of Drexel Avenue near North Lane went flying through their home, hitting a toddler in the head while he was playing in the living room.
Where 3-year-old Daquan Felix.
I don't give a fuck what nobody says. It's not worth it, bro. 3, bro. It's one thing. That's one thing I never like. It's one thing to die, but imagine dying over some shit that had nothing to do with you, bro. Like you had no plan whatsoever. That's such a shit. Like.
Was shot in another drive-by shooting on September 22nd. And the day before that, 14-year-old Dennis Atkinson was shot and killed in another shooting.
On April 25th, 2020, Dexter Wrench Jr., an Ocoee High School football star who was about to graduate and pursue his football dreams at college, was caught within what authorities say was retaliation by AFNF for the arrest of fellow gang member Cox after being charged with murking 438 affiliate Wolf. Dexter would be the unintended casualty after attending Wolf's funeral. But the last innocent death that was recorded was the straw that broke the camel's back. 16-year-old Savia King lost her life in the midst of the gang feud.
Developing right now, a family is desperate for answers. A 16-year-old girl was shot and killed in front of an Orlando gas station this weekend. Fox 35 learned that she is the niece of Orlando City Commissioner Regina Hill.
On May 2nd, 2021, the 16-year-old and a friend was calling the Uber after an evening out when the friend's brother offered to give him a ride. Reports state that shortly after, another vehicle opened fire on their vehicle in a targeted gang shooting, hitting Tavia. She later passed at the hospital. Anthony Ant Barnes and Jacarius Jermaine Javante Simpson was arrested in her incident. The third person listed as the shooter, Jeremiah Woods, was apprehended after cops found what was believed to be his gun used in her shooting. After their investigation recovered 15 guns off the street, which included 2 stolen guns, with his being one of them. The significance of her being collateral damage was that she was the niece of Orlando City Commissioner Regina Hill. In the ideal world, all life is equal, but in our cruel reality, who you connected to adds to your importance.
The level of violent crime that we are seeing today is unacceptable. We had Tavia King become an innocent victim of violence, and so many others. We are devastated for her family's loss.
Appreciate the 8 months.
Cops was already plotting on Glokknine and Hotboii, but this got them into action with the swiftness. And in October 2020, they created the Joint Task Force with operatives from MBI, Orlando Police, and the FBI. They called in the entire firearm squad for the secret 9-month investigation called Operation X-Force with one goal in mind: take down the criminal empires of the Army and 438 and everyone involved in their bloodthirsty beef and keep them locked away.
Our goal is to remove them from the streets, keep them off the streets, and if convicted, make sure they don't recycle back into the community and continue their behavior.
AFNF, short for All Family No Friends, is allegedly headed by Glokknine, while 438 by Hotboii. Truth be told, from what cops discovered in past behavior, Glokknine might be the one playing a bigger role, And where this all ended up,
What was that
simply
sound?
because of how publicized his gang affiliation and mentality was. In conferences held to target crime, his name is mainly the one being brought up in relation to who has been destroying the community. I mean, dude got 52 charges.
Jaquavius Smith, better known as Glokknine, just him himself has been arrested for 52 felonies. So we're talking about dangerous.
All the street shenanigans and countless lives affected was brought to an end in a
Jesus fuck. 52?
shocking revelation on July 2nd when the Orlando County Sheriff's Office shared that they have arrested most of the nearly 3 dozen suspects wanted on racketeering or trafficking charges after the 9-month investigation. In the now highly talked about news conference that followed, authorities would state that the chart was listed in order of most prominent bangers. And guess who at the top of the list? Glokknine.
If you look at that poster, the prominent people at the top displayed there, just between those 8 people, they're responsible for 230 felony charges.
In fact, he was the first one to be apprehended back on June 21st and held on a $750,000 bond for racketeering and conspiracy to commit racketeering charges. It's crazy. He got caught up in a RICO charge, but you won't
Nigga
believe
21.
that even the mighty Glokknine fell to the PPP loan scam. Yup, Vlad TV broke the news on the rapper getting got by police through wiretaps on his IG. Authorities wasn't lying when they said for the takedown, they was busting out new techniques and strategies.
Actually afforded the Safe Streets Task Force at the FBI a unique opportunity to employ some techniques that we don't typically use.
And was straight up flexing at how they outsmarted AFNF and 438. They've been on their bully vibes and cocky with it, rightfully so too. Faced with the evidence against him, Glokknine pleaded guilty to aggravated identity theft after he illegally got a $10,000 PPP loan. Authorities had down to the date he opened a fraudulent bank account on April 16th to images of the loan application Glokknine DM'd to his friends on IG. Officers would follow up on their takedown, getting even more critical evidence to build a RICO charge for him and everyone tied to him.
You
directly
see,
or
see how one thing is a domino
My
effect?
number one streamer, I appreciate
Happy
you,
birthday,
TK.
Giveon. 100 bits, appreciate you too. Happy birthday, my nigga. But you see how one thing sets everything off, bro? They caught that nigga off a PPP loan and then just start slapping him with everything else. Like, yeah, now we have a reason to go through your shit. Now we gonna go through your shit. It's crazy, bro. Niggas get money and then start.
Or
Bro, like,
indirectly.
I see. This is the thing with like, and I can't sit here and assume because I've never been from the ghetto or the hood or like, you feel me? But I thought the point was to get money and get out. Why niggas getting money and staying in it? Like, shit doesn't make sense to me. It never made sense to me, bro. The whole point was to get a better life, nigga. Y'all niggas, it's like nowadays niggas get money to flex in the hood. Yeah, I'm getting money so I could do more hood nonsense, nigga. Like, what? Shit don't make no sense to me, bro. You supposed to level up, nigga. Niggas getting money and doing the same shit they was doing before. That shit don't make no sense to me. That's crazy.
On a
bro.
search warrant, Glokknine's crib was raided, and officers recovered 13 auto seals
What Baby Smooth said? Yeah, I'm rich. Of course I'm finna act a little different, nigga. Like, come on, nigga. You can't be acting broke when you rich. Like, what?
which is devices that can convert a semi-automatic gun like his favorite weapon, the Glock, to fully automatic.
Jaquavius Smith was taken into custody. A search warrant was done on his house. We found 13 sears. Those are mechanisms which will convert a regular handgun or rifle into an automatic weapon.
Already being a felon, a firearm at his residence, much less devices that can turn a community into a bloody zone, was enough to fuel the fire
Nigga
of
got a card
Operation
attached to it?
X-Force forward. Digging into the investigation, you can see how pivotal Glokknine was to what led his peers and rivals into the hands of law enforcement. Operation X-Force was extensive, well premeditated, and perfectly executed. In the 34-member takedown, there was also smaller fractions of AFNF and 438 like CKN and RCN, which we soon see includes members on their list of arrests. From vids detailing the beef before, the list has some of the highest ranked members of each gang. But Sean Williams, who was reported to be Hotboii's right hand and second in command of 438, was responsible for an AFNF affiliate's demise when they tried to catch him lacking at his Powers Ridge court home, but he was ready and willing to bring the smoke.
What's going on, sir? What's going on?
Von John Sands repeatedly questions why he's being arrested outside of the Florida Mall last month. Orange County deputies had a warrant because they say the second in command of the 438 gang shot and killed Jeremiah Robinson, an alleged member of a rival gang known in the streets as All Family No Friends, or AFNF.
In the gunfight, the AFNF soldier that fell due to a headshot was Jeremiah
When
Robinson.
you a leader, you can't up and leave your complex? So then what's the point of gangbanging? Niggas is more about bloodshed than they is about getting money. You feel me? That's where it fucked up. Back in the day, niggas was gangbanging to get to paper, nigga. Niggas was selling drugs to get to paper, nigga. Niggas was doing violence because of paper, my nigga. Now niggas is killing niggas to kill niggas. Like, what the fuck? The hell? Niggas just shooting niggas to shoot niggas, bro. Like, what? And I'm not a street nigga, so I have no say on this shit, but it's like, they making money in the hood too? Who said it? I think it was Boosie who said it. Majority of rappers, when they die, it's in their own city. Niggas don't move to LA or Atlanta and shit and get killed. You get killed in your own city because it's the people who you grew up with that want to see your downfall the most, nigga. It's not the new niggas, it's the niggas that grew up with you. The people who was next to you when you ain't had shit and they looking at you and they like, damn, why him? You feel me? You don't never be the niggas who
11 years. See you on the other side, suckers. Woo!
Why did niggas just slap like that?
AKA AFNF Baby Joker.
Giving y'all, appreciate the gift this up.
And this all started in July, they say. In a shooting on Powers Ridge Court, deputies say an Army gang member was shot and killed by a member of the rival 438 gang.
Along with Vashawn was Joshua Caleb Holder, who was the driver in the vehicle of men that planned a stakeout outside the mall at Millennia, where an attempt on rival Glokknine's life was taken. Luckily, the 438 affiliates failed, but that just got them extra eyes from the law. If you've been following my vids on the battle between the two gangs, you recall a case that basically placed Glokknine in the situation he's in now. On July 3rd, 2020, officers responded to a female caller at 4440 Bleasdale Avenue, relating to someone carrying out an attempted hit targeted to her son, Anthony Williams, who's Glokknine's cousin, a rapper known as Cudham Reese. In a moment of blessing, Cudham wasn't home, but his family nearly lost their lives in his stead. LaToya, his mother, states jealousy as the main reason why Glokknine targeted her son. Before the attempted hit was carried out, Cudham Reese's little sister would peep out the window to see two black vehicles with multiple men, where she was able to identify two as Glokknine and her half-brother Ballpark. Ballpark would express his betrayal from his half-sister snitching on him. He would later be tied into the RICO along with Glokknine. Cudham Reese seemed to be the center of controversy. His brother, Anthony Williams, aka Draco Syke, along with fellow Orlando rapper Desmonte Adams, aka Lil Wavy, were also swept up by authorities on the RICO. Both was members of the 438 sub-faction.
So Cudham Reese the only nigga who ain't get caught up?
No, I'm Cudham Kill him. They charges in the RICO stem from their usage of electrical devices to promote gang activity. One of the men, Lil Wavy, was previously released on bond after being charged with aggravated battery with a firearm. The incident occurred with the mother of slain rapper Marcus Clay, aka 3 Block. Lil Wavy and an associate, Devins Morgans, aka MG, pulled up on their ops at a medical center, flashing a blicky and threatening to take her other son's life inside a doctor's office while disrespecting their fallen son that they allegedly had a hand in carrying out. Luckily, it ain't escalate to that point, and the mother had the chance to call the cops and report the incident.
Like, you know what? Niggas deserve to be in prison because you're stupid. You know what? This is crazy. Ain't no such thing as a smart criminal because they don't get caught. Like, nigga went to, like, bro, what? Like, niggas, bro. You do some shit. That's the thing, though. I don't know why modern day, and it's part of social media, but modern day thugs love to, like, flaunt their, like, what? Niggas be snitching on themselves.
While gang members was being arrested one after the next, Hotboii was wanted by law enforcement as well, but seemingly on the run and listed as at large. Reports would begin swarming in online about his evasion from capture. On July 12, 2021, the rapper would turn himself in to authorities. But in an unexpected turn of events, he was given and posted $750,000 bond and back on the outside within no time. This prompted speculations that he snitched in order for his freedom, but Hotboii shut that down in the post while dissing his broke ops at the same time. Whether he remains on the outside, time will tell. But sure enough, he at least has a ray of hope to possibly remain a free man. His rival Glokknine, however, is looking like he might just have to spend most or the rest of his life behind bars. On the back end, authorities are continuing to apply the pressure, plotting to go after the gang's financial structure and their next plan of operation.
Tell you is, in the coming months, you should see several federal indictments coming out targeting the infrastructure that supported the financial part of these gangs.
I'll keep you on this case for any new details and keep you updated and in the know.